placing a proposition bet is straightforward for both new and veteran bettors. In the United States, prop bets are becoming increasingly prominent in different bookies. When wagering props, there is no strict set of guidelines to follow. The significant challenge bettors experience is understanding how to win props. This guide provides the prop bet definition and all necessary details about it for huge returns on stakes. What is a prop bet? As a bettor, you should know the answer to the question, what is a prop bet? They are wagers that bettors place on different possibilities outside others like totals, point spreads, and money lines. The variety of options for bettors in props is endless, which makes the strategy highly profitable. Due to the nature of the prop wagers, they are suitable for recreational and pro bettors and sportsbooks. In sports betting websites, props define the possibility of an event happening. For instance, a proposition wager is similar to deciding whether a coin toss will be head or tails if Roger Federer will win in straight sets, or the possibility of a hole in one at the Masters. Apart from sports, props are also in politics, and individuals place wagers on different possibilities that may involve politicians like Trump and Biden. It's advisable to learn about the event before making predictions. In the United States, prop bets became more prominent with the Super Bowl. Since the conception of props at the Westgate in Las Vegas, it's more prominent among bettors and sports fans. You can place proposition wagers on the MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, college football, and college basketball. Different types of prop bets. Props can be significantly diverse, making it essential for bettors to know the different possible types of proposition wagers. Each of the various kinds of online prop bets provides individuals with a greater chance of winning huge stakes and makes it easier to beat efficient markets. Here are the significant types of prop bets that you should know. Futures bets. The future bet signifies a wager that you place on an event that will occur later. Note that futures involve stakes that can go months and, in some cases, years before concluding. Examples of this wager may include bets who win a championship, an individual player winning major awards, or any other probability. One of the most common futures is the NFL win totals, team point totals. In the NFL, NBA, and other significant sports competitions like boxing, bettors can wager on the overall team point totals. As a bettor, you can use either wager over or under a particular point total. Once you make the appropriate decision, the sportsbook will reward you with a win. Note that in the NFL, the total points are approximately 4 to 5 points, while in the NBA it falls within 210 and 220 points. Individual performances. Sportsbooks allow punters to place wagers on individual player performance in a certain game or league. For instance, a football bookie may allow wagering on whether Cristiano Ronaldo will shoot more than 6 times at PSG goalpost. In most cases, the individual performances wager always involve the deepest interests of sports fans. Will it occur? The will occur wagers involve prop betting on whether or not a specific event will occur in a game or league. Sportsbooks usually provide particular questions that will interest sports fans in increasing their interest in placing the wager. If your selection states the event occurs and you're correct, the bookie will reward your stake. The possible question is, will the Boston Red Sox hit 2 or more home runs? First on the team. Wagering on this type of props is very engaging, and it also provides a high payout in most sportsbooks. You may need to have a good idea of the different abilities of each team to place this type of prop wager. This prop involves predicting who takes a specific action first in a team. For instance, sportsbooks may allow bettors to wager on the player who scores the first goal. Timing wagers. Timing wagers are what they sound like for both new and experienced bettors. This type of prop follows the normal convention of the other kinds of proposition wagers, but it involves timing. You can place a bet on a specific event to occur at a set time by the sportsbook. If you give successful predictions, then the bookie will reward you with a win. How to make a prop bet. The steps to placing a prop are similar to other bet types in sportsbooks. Note that super prop bets for today are available in most bookies, and they are straightforward for both amateur and expert bettors. In bookmakers, you can either make fun prop bets or skilled prop bets. Here are the significant steps to follow in creating a prop bet. Select an online bookie. Ensure one of the best prop bets websites in the sports wagering industry. It's also essential to look for a sportsbook with a license and registration. Create an account. After selecting a reputable sportsbook for sports wagering, the next step is to provide the necessary information for an account. Ensure you make a sufficient deposit to the bookie's account for a successful wagering experience. Select prop. Once the account creation process is successful, you should navigate the bookie and select a sports event. Depending on the sportsbooks, there should be options for selecting a bet type, including the parlay prop, money line, and point spread. Place the wager. The last step you need to follow is to enter the stake and click the Place Bet button on the bookie's page. How to read prop odds. Reading prop bet odds are straightforward and almost similar to the conventional method of reading odds from bookies. In most cases, the values are in the American way. For example, the odds from a specific bookie for a match between 76ers and LA Lakers for the game's scoring leader may follow. LeBron James plus 100. Joel Embiid plus 225. Anthony Davis plus 325. Tobias Harris plus 400. Ben Simmons plus 550. Kyle Kuzma plus 850. Al Horford plus 900. When reading the prop odds above, it's imperative to note that they are similar to the point spread. If you place a $100 wager on any of the 7 players above, you'll win the equivalent odd value. Hence, establishing a correct $100 bet on Al Horford will get you $900 as a bettor. Making a live proposition bet. One of the most exciting bet types available in various bookies is the in-play prop wagers. This type of prop relates to the action that happens next in the game. Live props are common in the NASCAR Cup Series and other sports like Kentucky Derby. If you're interested in watching the total action of a specific game as it unfolds, the live prop bets may work best. Live props require live streaming, which may be available in the bookie. If the feature is not in the sportsbook, you should consider other major live streaming platforms. Here are the steps to follow in making a live prop tonight. Visit the bookmaker's homepage. Click on the Live Betting or In-Play button. Select the suitable sport. Pick an event in the sport. Select props under the available wagering types. Enter the betting amount. Place the bet. Handicapping your prop bets. When placing your proposition bet, you can decide to undergo the handicapping process. Note that this involves using specific information or tips to make your decisions. Hence, if your wager doesn't fully correspond to guessing, then it's a handicap bet. If you're handicapping, you may be considering the present forms of 2 teams in a game. It also signifies that you are trying to determine the advantage one squad has over the other. When handicapping your props, the team you select must win by more than a goal or the specific predetermined advantage. Bettors who want to go through handicapping their wagers need to select a reputable bookie and follow the appropriate steps to handicap props. Major sportsbooks you should consider are William Hill, Bovada, and 10Bet. Prop betting strategies. Understanding the prop betting strategies will help you make the most of your stakes. All the different props are very profitable in the short and long term, depending on your technique. For better comprehension, here are the different prop betting strategies to know for the best wagering experience in bookies. Both the fun and skilled prop bets require different techniques of approach. The fun props are for bettors who are wagering without any form of expertise. One of the most prominent types of fun wagers is whether the coin toss at the Super Bowl will be heads or tails. Skilled props are for individuals with a significant level of knowledge and expertise. Note that the skilled props don't involve guessing. NFL prop bets. In the National Football League, you place props using the 2 major variations per game in total. It's helpful when you have a good idea of the NFL teams like Patriots, Giants, or Rams. Some of the most popular NFL wagers include rushing yards, receptions, interceptions, and touchdown passes. Placing wagers on the NFL props is straightforward once you have an account with NFL betting sites. Super Bowl. The Super Bowl includes some of the most obscure props in the sports betting industry. Most of the wagers in this annual championship are for entertainment value. The most common prop in the Super Bowl is the coin toss, which ensures that bettors can make the correct guess for fun. NBA prop bets. You can enjoy this type of prop from an NBA bookmaker. It usually involves standard statistics like points, assists, turnovers per game, rebounds, and blocks. The skilled bettors may also choose to wager on certain metrics like shooting percentage, fouls per game, and three-point attempts of players in the NBA. Note that the props can range from individual games to a specific length of time. NHL prop bets. Similar to other sports competitions, the NHL also permits easy proposition bets. Sportsbooks provide the opportunity for bettors to wager on penalty minutes, ice times, assists, goals, and successful saves. Other common wagers you can place in NHL bookies include the team assist numbers, first to score, and the face-off wins. MLB prop bets. bettors can wager on major statistics like home runs, strikeouts, RBI, and stolen bases. Each of the proposition bets can be individual game performance, over a period or through the entire MLB season. It may be helpful to learn about the players and competition as a whole for a great chance of winning. UFC prop bets. UFC fights offer various possibilities for bettors to place wagers. The three standard props include the fight of the night, submission of the night, and knockout of the night. All of the three proposition wagers offer bettors a significant advantage in their stakes. You can wager on important bookies like Bovada and 5 Dimes. Prop bets versus futures. Proposition wagers provide bettors with an opportunity to win big from stakes, and futures are also helpful. Both props and futures are similar due to the nature of the wagers. One of the significant differences between them is that most props are on individual players and not the entire team during a game. Note that both bet types may be available in bookies, depending on the sport and competition. Benefits of prop bets. Prop bets offer a wide range of benefits for both new and veteran bettors in sportsbooks. Here are some of the significant advantages of placing props to know in this guide. Flexibility in wagering. Props go beyond wagering on who wins or loses in a specific game. It provides additional possibilities like betting on certain parts of the game apart from the outcome. Apart from sports wagering, you can also bet on different events like the Oscars or Eurovision. This wager is also great for bettors that analyze individual players in a game. Significantly entertaining. One of the significant benefits of props is how delightful they are for bettors, especially for the fun bets. In some cases, placing props makes it possible to know more about each player in a specific team. Highly profitable. With the sportsbook prop bets, bettors can leverage specific predictions to get high earnings. Due to the specificity of props, the bettor can make the most profit. Outside sports props, bettors can place wagers on entertainment involving top figures like Maroon 5 and Lady Gaga. Prop bet payouts. Prop bet payouts are according to the odds and the time of placing the wager. The payout for this wager type is similar to the conventional game bets and most other bet types. One of the most typical betting lines that experts consider even is minus 110 for each side's props. Hence, the bettor needs to place a bet of $110 to win $100. Overall, the wager provides highly profitable payouts. Where can you make a proposition bet? For maximum profit in placing your props, it's imperative to learn how to read the odds and understand the strategies. One of the most important factors to keep in mind is the necessity of a reputable sportsbook. For the best experience, consider using our list of top-rated bookmakers for crazy prop bets online.